Today we dive into the life of Brad Pitt, where the bright lights of fame often hid the truth behind his closest relationships and the private struggles. He rarely spoke about behind the movies, the magazine covers, and public scandals lived a man carrying stories he never shared until now. Brad admitted that among all the women who shaped his life, one remained unforgettable, and to understand why we go back to the beginning, long before the headlines, when a young actor was discovering how deeply love could hurt. Before Brad Pitt became a global icon, he was William Bradley Pitt from Shawn, Oklahoma, raised in a Christian home where discipline and hard work shaped him. Born on December 18, 1963. He grew up watching his father run a trucking company and his mother support students. His early world was quiet and far from Hollywood. When the family moved to Springfield, Missouri, Brad found comfort in the outdoors and spent his teenage years excelling in debate, sports, and theater. In 1982, he entered the University of Missouri studying journalism and advertising, but soon films became his obsession, and with only 2 credits left to graduate, he shocked his family by moving to Los Angeles in 1986 to chase a distant dream. Life in LA was harsh, driving limousines, delivering refrigerators, and even standing on street corners in a giant chicken costume while attending acting classes at night. His first roles were small and forgettable, but in 1991, his short role in Thelma and Louise turned him into Hollywood's. By 1989, he met Juliette Lewis, and their connection was instant, intense, and impossible to hide. Living and impossible to hide. Living and working together, their youthful love reflected the chaos of the early 90s, but personal struggles and rising fame eventually pulled them apart. Juliette remained one of the greatest loves of his youth. Then came Gwyneth Paltrow, who taught him what commitment meant. Their chemistry on the set of Seven in 1994 was undeniable. Brad publicly called her the love of his life in 1996 and proposed, yet youth and timing prevented their marriage, and even decades later, he admitted her place in his heart remained unmovable. Next came Jennifer Aniston, who brought comfort, warmth, and friendship into his life. Their marriage in 2000 was celebrated worldwide as a perfect union, but work pressures and timing strained their love, leading to a separation in 2005. They later reunited as friends, showing love can evolve. Then Angelina Jolie entered his life during Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Their passion and family life captured global attention, but intense pressure, emotional wounds, and personal struggles eventually ended their marriage in 2016 after years of public custody battles. After decades of silence, Brad reflected on all his loves, admitting that Juliette taught him passion, Jennifer taught him safety, and Gwyneth taught him commitment, and remained the one he never fully got over. Their love ended not from betrayal, but because they were too young to understand forever. Even as Gwyneth built her life, Brad's memory of her stayed in a quiet corner of his heart, proving love leaves marks no fame can erase. Now tell us which of Brad Pitt's great loves you think was hardest for him to let go of. Comment below, like, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and press the bell icon to stay connected to the most compelling stories from Hollywood's brightest and most complicated lives.